Hi, bro.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. The action has already started. Mignon sends that a long way. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Bremer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Ribéry. That is a brilliant interception. Bremer makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, first and foremost, Peter, he's a solid defender. Never one to lose his man or get too distracted on something else. But he's also a very good footballer, more than capable of starting a counter-attack by picking out a telling pass from the back.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Stefan de Vrij. Van Basten. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Kolo Muani. Oh, he's burst through. And this is Ribéry. Hangs one in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Produces a cross. Strokes it back.
Adding.
Great vision. That has been slung wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And it's Zanetti. Ribéry. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Aimed beyond the defence. Ribéry. Darun. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Good ball, good take. Nedved, it's Nedved! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Inter! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Here's a chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Knocks it into space. That's good play. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, easy pickings there. Paredes. And it's Zanetti. Ribery. For Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu! Great effort, but no way through. Chiellini. And it's Stefan de Vrij. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for a runner. No outsmarting him this time. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Inter Milan get the second half started.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Daron. Nedved. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Goes for goal! That was a matter of inches.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Zanetti.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Ribery. And it's Çalhanoğlu. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mateus's delivery. Punched away. He's tried one! Ribery. Vlahovic, who does have an assist to his name. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Kolomwani.
Kolomwani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And they're quick to get it back. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Pavlovic calmly anticipates. And he's managed to get rid. Ribery. Now he's got space here. Meret is there to clear. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nedved. Paredes. Proves too strong. He is just caressing. He's going for goal! Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Zanetti. Stood up well to him there. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Batistuta. Ribery. That's Paredes. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Zanetti. Ribery.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Zanetti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Batistuta touches it back. Nicely spread. Now it's Vlahovic. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Van Basten. DiMarco. De Roon. He won't be happy with that one. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's hit the bar! He's missed, but not by that far.
Batistuta could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Stefan de Vrij. Ball played for De Roon. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ricci. Now it's Martinez. He can run onto that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rafael Leao. Dybala. Short changes him with that pass. It's a lovely, delicate pass. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. That is good alertness. Mateus. And it's Zanetti. And it's Dybala. And Bastoni. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he welcomes it in. Barella was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bastoni. And here's Soule. Soule going face-to-face with his great rival. Ricci. And he's had a hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Ricci has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
De Roon. Inter Milan finding their passes. And it's Conceição. Bastoni goes steaming forward. Nedved concedes a free kick for that.
அதான் ப்ரோ ப்ரோ வணக்கம் ப்ரோ ஹாய் ப்ரோ ஒன்றும் ட்ரிக்ஸ் அவரும் சொல்லலை நாளைக்கு கண்டிப்பாக ஓப்பன் பண்ணலாம் நாளைக்கு பார்த்துட்டு வந்துடுறேன்
Pavlovic. I've come loose. Looking for options for movement. Pavlovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He has found the way through. Soule.
மிஷினரி
And
பாஸ்
that's it for the
ஓ
first half
வளரண்ட்டில்
of extra
இருக்கேன்
time.
வெயிட் ஓகே ப்ரோ இல்லை ப்ரோ நான் அது சொல்ல
Teams have run themselves into the ground out there.
ஆமாசோன்
Does
ட்ரிக்ஸ்
anyone
எதுவும் சொல்லலை
have one last moment of magic in them?
நாளைக்கு எதாவது கண்டுபிடிச்சி நாளைக்கு ஓப்பன் பண்ணலாம் கண்டிப்பாக ஓகேவா அவசரப்பட வேணாம் ஏன்னா ஒன்றை தொட்டுட்டு சும்மா தொட்டுட்டு விட்டுட்டுனா கண்டிப்பாக விழாது
And we're off for the final time. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Now this could be a chance.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
ப்ரோ நான் பேசுறது கேட்குதா
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box and it is just a free kick. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. It's a loose ball. Nedved crosses. Keeper's dealt with that. And he's there to belt it away. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Zanetti really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He has a look up. Can he finish?
No,
He's
bro,
beaten the
இது check.
keeper, but
நான்
hit
தான்
the
உங்களுக்கு பாஸ்
post.
போடுறது இதுக்கு மேல. அதான் இதுக்கு மேல பாஸ் போடுறது.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tries to play it through. Big chance!
சரிங்களா?
Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Intimate. And we're done. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
GG. இது எல்லாம் பிக் டைம் கடமை இருக்கு. பழைய பிளேயர் போல. சரி அவங்க எதுக்கு மாத்தி Hi bro. Hi bro. Hussein Fahim. Hi bro. What's up bro? Why lagging, bro? Why lagging? Why lagging, bro? You are playing against me. Okay, bro. Thank you, thank you. GG for you, bro. First of all, how are you, bro? GG for you, bro.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already
Bro,
palpable.
why you not using manager? Good manager.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here.
Our
This
squad is
crowd
good.
doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Why you are using standard manager? GG for you, bro. Him.
And we're underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are...
And a shot!
What is
Oh,
this?
nearly, but nearly is nothing. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it out wide. Bojan.
It's lagging, bro.
Zanetti receives it in a wide position. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Passing is crisp and sharp. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Kante does well to get it back. Now it's Van Basten. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Neymar. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Very nicely done. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Mateus. Hazard. Played into space. And claimed it back swiftly.
Bangladesh clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Rodri just eases him off the ball. Bojan. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Rijkaard. Rodri. And it's Davis. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Rodri. it's Ronaldinho. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Basten. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Out towards the flank. Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. Nagatomo. It's a mighty effort! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Cleared away. He's not got that quite right. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. Law chasing after it. Davis looking to play him in. And this is Ronaldinho. And this could be the final action of the first half. Ronaldinho plays it short. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Azar. Law pinches it off him. Azar.
I don't know.
Vinicius Junior. And it's Rodri. And Mateus.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And it's Neymar. And here's Torres. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Played out to the left flank. He's picked his way through. Nagatomo delivers. In once more. It's Asa! Mighty
Adam
close.
Oh, you overcooked that one.
Back
Aiming
என்னாச்சு
for
ப்ரோ நாளைக்கு
perfection,
ஓப்பன் பண்ணலாம் ப்ரோ
got it slightly wrong.
இன்னும் ஐடியா ஒன்றும் கிடைக்கல சரியா கௌதம் ப்ரோ நாளைக்கு கண்டிப்பாக ஓப்பன் பண்ணலாம் ப்ரோ நான் அதுக்குள்ளே பார்த்துட்டு வரேன் வாமஸ் ப்ரோ ஃபோன் எடுக்கல நாளைக்கு கண்டிப்பாக சொல்லுவாங்க அவங்க குரூப்பில் இருந்து பார்த்துக்கலாம் நாளைக்கு கண்டிப்பாக ஓப்பன் பண்ணலாம் சரியா
Rodri. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Gabriel. And it's played forward. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Hazard running with the ball. Oh, what has happened here? He's had a shot!
ஜிஜி ப்ரோ நைஸ் ட்ரை
Terrific save from the
Okay, bro.
keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
opponent playing nice bro
That's a pretty loose pass. No, that's been intercepted. Conte. Nagatomo. Ambitious ball here. Looking tidy in possession here. Fernando Torres. Nagatomo gets into a good... Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you
PC
see what
shop
a
தானே
difference
ப்ரோ
it
என்னோட
makes to have
கவர்மெண்ட்
so
ஜாப்
many
சேல் பண்ணலாம்
runners
சரி
into
ப்ரோ
the
நம்ம
box.
காலைல
Makes
பேசலாம்
life so much harder for that defence.
ஷோராக பேசுவோம் காலைல ஞாபகப்படுத்துவோம்
Looking for the run. Pass is just off target. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho!
He almost
எவ்வளோ
caught
ப்ரோ வரும்
everyone out there
தெரியல
the
ப்ரோ
way
நீ
he just
ஃபோட்டோஸ்
eked
அனுப்பி நான்
out
பார்த்து
the room
சொல்கிறேன்
to get the shot in.
And it's Neymar. And this is Batistuta.
ஃபோட்டோஸ் அனுப்பி நான் பார்த்து சொல்கிறேன்
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's picked it up out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Batistuta. Nagatomo. And he's been shifted off it. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Fernando Torres. Well read. Danger is averted.
கிடைக்காது
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
பேசலப்பா ப்ரோ சரி ப்ரோ எனக்கு ஃபோட்டோஸ் அனுப்பிவிடு வாட்ஸ்அப் அனுப்பி
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Vinicius Junior is wide and looking to get onto this. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
என்னமோ ஒன்று அழுத்திக்கிது ப்ரோ
No, he wasn't going to let him pass.
எங்கடா பாஸ் போடுறேன் எங்கடா போடுறேன்
And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mateus. And it's Rodri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's Asa! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end.
GG bro.
And it finishes 0-0.
By him bro.
Frustration,
GG.
exasperation, vexation, certainly from an
Nice playing,
attacking
bro.
perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
By him bro. Nice bro. Nice playing. What's your division, bro? Oh my god. Wow. What the fuck? No manager? You are in 977. In division. Top 1000. Super bro. Super bro. Jay said Pagim bro. Nice playing bro. Proud to say bro. Nice playing. இப்போதான் ப்ரோ வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் அனுப்பிச்சி விடுங்க ப்ரோ. அந்த நான் லிங்க் அனுப்பிச்சேன்ல அது ஃபுல்லாக பார்த்தியா வீடியோ? எஸ். ஸோ எடுத்துட்டு நாயே இங்கே வந்து ஸ்டீம் ஸ்னைப் பண்ணிட்டு போய் உடனே மாற்றிடுச்சு. ரெண்டு சிஎஃப் மாற்றி இங்கே பாருங்க. ஒரு மாதிரியாவே பிடிங்கன்னு இருப்பாங்க. வச்சா வைக்கணும் ஒரு இடமா. இவ்வளோ நேரம் வளர்த்தும் போதே எனக்கு தெரியும்டா நீ டீமை மாற்ற போகிறேன்னு. அவர் எப்போ மாற்றுறாரு பாருங்களேன். மறுபடியும் மாற்ற போகுது. யாரை மாற்ற போகிறேன்? ஓ, இந்தாண்டேருந்து அந்தாண்ட போடுறாரு.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
GG for you, bro.
And that gets things running. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
That's a little off target. And it's Kaka. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And they've got a throw. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Aubameyang is onto this. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Gerrard. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Zanetti. And it's Cannavaro. Conte. Kaka providing an outlet on that flank. Zanetti. Nice control. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Foot in. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Caicedo. Might be danger here. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains.
Yeah.
And it's made its way to Aubameyang! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Howson with the clearance. Zanetti.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And he's there to get it away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And this is Ronaldo. Just eases him off the ball. Zanetti. That's Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. Neymar. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, what has happened here? Corner.
Smart assist on பண்ணிட்டு வந்துடுறாங்க. தாங்கலண்டா ஸ்மார்ட் அசிஸ்ட். எதுக்கு இப்ப நீங்க ஸ்மார்ட் ஷான் விளையாண்டு என்னதான் பண்ண போறீங்க?
Cleared without hesitation. Takes a shot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
போயிடு.
And now they can spring out of defence. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Van Basten.
Well, that was well positioned.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
ஏற்கனவே வரவும் தானே.
And he's going to have his name taken.
பண்றானுங்க. This our CM of
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Baresi. And he's forced to go back. Manchester United are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided to get... And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
8 வெரேசி அப்பா நைட்னு ஒரு டிஃபெண்டர் இருக்காங்க. சரி.
Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Aubameyang. Howson gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's been shifted off it.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Donatoni. And that has been knocked clear. Now he's got space here. Zanetti is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great vision. No, that's been intercepted. Zanetti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
கோல் போட்டு பேசிக்கிறேன்.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That ball looks a good one. And it's Nagatomo. Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. Beckenbauer cuts it out. And that's really well manoeuvred. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Donatoni. Oh, that's fabulous. Nagatomo delivers. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Tonali. Zanetti. Rijkaard. Gerrard. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Turns and goes back. Hausen attempts a clearance. This is their second corner of the game. He's going for goal! That is wonderful from Rijkaard! A finish of true class! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Das ist der Stamp.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
அவனை ஜெயிக்க வச்சுட்டு முடிவு பண்ணிட்டீங்க, ஜெயிக்க வச்சிட்டீங்க பாருங்க.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Batistuta. Donatoni. That's a cute ball. Floated through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's played forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Manchester United must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Hey.
Nagatomo is always looking to play quality balls. Nagatomo delivers. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Conte.
வாங்க ப்ரோ.
And he's there to retrieve it.
எல்லாம் ஸ்மார்ட்
Look, there
அசிஸ்ட்
has to
தான்.
be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That's the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, after all of that, Jim...
போராடி ஸ்மார்ட் அசிஸ்ட் வந்து அவ்வளோ ஒரு கோல் போட்டு போயிட்டான். திஸ் இஸ் ஸ்மார்ட் அசிஸ்ட். ஒரு பிளேயர்
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. And he's forced to go back. Knocks it out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely feet. And it's made its way to him. Crosses it in. Eder Militao getting this one clear. Tries the cross. Kunde clears it away. So what can they make of this? Camavinga. Pedri. To Isco. Camavinga. Now Howson. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Oh, well spotted.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nice touch. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cleared away. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Climbs up big. Goal! Manchester United! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Lewandowski. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Played out to the right. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. He slings it in. He's there and gets it away. Played out wide, back into the middle. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Isco.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Not the most accurate pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And that's it. My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home...
வரலாம் ப்ரோ, வா ப்ரோ. 601-6029 bro. எதுவும் ப்ரோ ஜாயின் ஆகல? ஹசார்டு கிடைச்சதா ப்ரோ உனக்கு? லாவணியம்மா ஜிஜி ப்ரோ, கௌதம் ப்ரோ ஜிஜி.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well,
Good
this
luck,
must
good
be
luck
one of
bro.
the most spectacular sights in
ஓ
football.
வேற லெவல்ல நேம்
Stand
வச்சிருக்கிற ப்ரோ.
upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands.
வேற
We have
லெவல்ல நேம்
already
வச்சிருக்கிற.
started here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing. And that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Alex Grimaldo delivers. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Shit.
Modric. Rodri. Ribéry going face to face with his great rival. And here's Mbappe. Ribéry. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Osimhen. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rice. He's beaten the last and he shoots!
GG, bro.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. Rodri with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Hazard. And they're quick to press. Can he get it through? So it is still 0-0. Now it's Osimhen. And it's Neymar. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. It's a promising position, and he's certainly onside here. Neymar. Now, just too much on that. That's a sharp pass. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work...
He's had a shot!
GG.
Goal!
Nice dribble, bro.
First blood drawn. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Rafinha, he is just caressing the ball. Can he finish? It's hit the... Oh, and another try! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rice actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Portugal have their second corner now. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
ஓகே ப்ரோ. அதான் ப்ரோ நான் அத பண்ண மாட்டேன் ப்ரோ மேட்ச்ல. கோல் அடிச்சிட்டு வேணா ட்ரை பண்ணு. GG bro.
So, third corner
Summer
of the
try.
game. Modric clears it away. Now, can they get him away? Deep cross. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. That ball looks a good one. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Portugal have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Now it's Rice. Kane. Rice purring through the gears. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tapsoba spots it and intercepts. Bernardo Silva.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That's a pretty loose pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Not the most accurate pass. Bernardo Silva. Osimhen. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Played out to the left flank. And it's Szoboszlai. And Grimaldo. And there's a searching pass. Bernardo Silva finds himself offside.
அந்த கோல் உங்களுக்கு பூச்சி டபுள். Bro, nice goal, bro.
Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And the through ball. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Grimaldo. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Bro, last pass. கீழே போகிறேன் ப்ரோ. மேலே போகுது. இப்போ கீழே போட்டால் அது மேலே போகுதா? சம்டைம்ல அந்த மாதிரி தான் ப்ரோ. யார் ஃப்ரீயாக இருக்கானோ அவனுக்கு தான் போட்டு விடுவோம். நிற்காதா?
So off we go once more.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Tapsoba. And he can clear it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Yamal. Now it's Ødegaard. He's picked his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Szoboszlai. Martinez. Oh, super find. He's in space and looking for options. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Rafinha! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 4 coming up here. Bernardo Silva! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Bernardo Silva is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Neymar. Yamal. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Portugal still behind thanks to that solitary strike. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van Dijk out-muscles him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rafinha. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Looking for options for movement. Gets into some space. Crossed into the middle. He's having a shot! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly...
Goes for a shot! It's in! And they're back in front! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Yamal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's forced to go back. Szoboszlai.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cristiano Ronaldo shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there!
GG, bro.
2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vinicius Junior has got himself a free kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Now, who's going to be first to this? Odegaard. Vinicius Junior. No, he's had it taken off him. McTominay. And it's Rodri. Musiala. Musiala. Now it's Kane. Foot in. Odegaard. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. And Yamal. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And that will be the final act. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message...
Well done, bro. Nice, bro. Nice. Nice improve, bro. இன்னைக்கு எல்லாமே தோல்விதான். நல்லா ஆடுற ப்ரோ. நேத்துக்கு இன்னைக்கு பரவாயில்ல, முந்தா நேத்துக்கு இன்னைக்கு எவ்வளவு பரவாயில்ல. நான் நல்லா ஆடுறேன். ட்ரிபிளும் நல்லா கரெக்டா வருது. ஜிஜி ப்ரோ. சரி, உனக்கு டிவிஷன் எப்படி போச்சு இன்னைக்கு? எல்லாமே லாஸ்ட்ல போகுது எனக்கு. மேட்சப் ஏதோ பழகிருக்கேன். அது ஆஃப்லைன்ல எல்லாருக்கும் நல்லா இருக்கும் ப்ரோ. ஆஃப்லைன்ல எவ்வளோ பெரிய பிளேயர் வேணா சமாளிக்கலாம். ஆனால் டிவிஷனில் அது வேற மாதிரி பண்ணி விட்ருவாங்க. அதான் சொன்னேன்ல, யார் வின் பண்ணணும்னு முடியாயிருந்ததுன்னா அந்த டீம் வின் ஆகிடும். லாஸ்ட் மேட்ச் பார்த்தீங்களா? 2 வாட்டி மிஸ் ஆயிட்டு டபுள் டச். அது டபுள் டச்லாம் ஓகே ப்ரோ. நீ நீ அப்படியே பழகு, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. ஆனால் டிவிஷனில் இந்த காட்டான் டீம் வரும் பார்த்தீங்களா? அந்த மாதிரி இந்த துராமு, வெரேசி, எஸ்டர்லாம் பண்ணவே விட மாட்டானுங்க ப்ரோ டபுள் டச். அதனால தான் நான் மேக்ஸிமம் அந்த போஸ்ட் கிட்ட வந்து எதுவுமே ட்ரை பண்ண மாட்டேன். ஏன்னா அந்த ஈஸியாக அடிக்க வேண்டிய சான்ஸும் சம்டைம்ஸில் டபுள் டச் போகிற டைம் மிஸ் ஆகிடும் எனக்கு. அதனால் ஆரம்பத்தில் அதெல்லாம் நான் கொஞ்சம் தவிர்த்துட்டேன். நம்ம ஆஃப்லைனில் விளாட்றோன்னா ஜாலியாக விளாட்லாம். அந்த மாதிரி டபுள் டச்லாம் போட்டு பழகி விளாட்லாம். நமக்குள்ளே விளாடும்போது ஸ்மூத்தாக இருக்கும். ஸோ உனக்கு அந்த 3 செகண்ட் டைமிங் கிடைக்கும். கிட்டாங்க ப்ரோ, ஆனால் பெனால்ட்டி கிடைக்கும். நீ சொல்கிறதுலாம் ஓகே ப்ரோ. டிவிஷன் 3க்கு அப்புறம் அந்த ஆட உனக்கு புரியும் நினைக்கிறேன். ஐயோ, இந்த டீமோட உள்ள வந்துட்டனே டிவிஷன் ஆட. அப்பாவீங்களா, டீம் மாற்ற முடியுமா? அப்பாவீங்களா டீ. எமால் நல்லா ஆடுறான் ப்ரோ. எமால் எப்பயுமே நல்லா ஆடுவான். ப்ரோ அப்படியே உன் கூட விளையாண்டுட்டு அப்படியே டிவிஷன் உள்ள வந்துட்டோம் ப்ரோ, இந்த டீம் தூக்கிட்டு. ஆப்போனண்ட்டை பார்த்தா பயமா இருக்கு. நாளைக்கு உன்னோட மேட்ச் ஸ்குவாட் கொடுங்க. குடு 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 ஆடலாம் ப்ரோ. ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே, ஆடலாம் ப்ரோ. ஆடலாம் ஆடலாம் ஆடலாம். ஷோரா ஆடலாம் ப்ரோ. அதில் வின் பண்ணுறவா பண்ணு. அதில் வின் பண்ணுறவ ப்ரோ. ட்ரை பண்ணலாம் ப்ரோ. ஆடலாம் ஆடலாம் கண்டிப்பாக. விர்ஜில் வச்சிருக்கான். சிபி எனக்கு உள்ளாம போயிட்டு ப்ரோ விர்ஜில். இந்த மேட்ச் சொன்னேன் ப்ரோ. நீங்கள் இந்த
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
இல்ல இந்த
There's
ஸ்குவாட்
nothing
வச்சு
quite
ஆடின
like match
டிவிஷன்ல
day,
ஆரம்பத்தில்.
especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
இருக்கு.
So we're up and running. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
It certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And
he's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gerassi. Grimaldo. That's a sharp pass. Goes looking wide. Osimhen! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pedri. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's been given away. Oh, just skips past his man. He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to belt it away. Adams. Out to the left it goes. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's it's Van Basten! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This is their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defense. Now it's Osimhen. Rice. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Gerassi, and he's been shifted off it. Gerassi, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Basten! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run and
Van
Basten. Oh, that's nice. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's felt that, hasn't he?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pedri. And it's Van Basten. And he's surging through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's picked it up out wide. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. In with the challenge. Rice. Portugal finding their passes. Raul is onto it in a flash. Pedri. No, he refuses to take the bait.
இது ஸ்மார்ட் அசிஸ்ட் ஆன் பண்ணிட்டு வந்து ஸ்கில் பண்ணுது இது
they were certainly tested.
அது எதுக்கு நீ விளையாடாம இருக்கலாம்.
Gets a good foot in there.
ஸ்கில் பண்றாரா ரொட்டேட் பண்ணி.
Now it's Musiala. He's picked his way through. It's a threatening ball. Shot a goal.
சாவு எங்கனா போய்.
Goal Portugal. And Portugal scored.
Super chat.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Portugal are in front now. The game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
எங்க பாஸ்
Well
போட்டேன்
played. That has snuffed out the danger. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And he's quick to get it clear again. Taken back almost at once. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is... He's tried one! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
வந்துட்டேன் ஒரே நிமிஷம்.
Gerasi. Over to the left. Shubaslai. For Rice. He's found a way through. Bayer deals with that nice and simple. Cannavaro. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, can he get onto this?
பாஸ் போடுறான் இருக்குங்க.
Gerasi played out towards the right wing. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Portugal happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
இது பத்தாம ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஸ்னைப் வேற பண்றானு ப்ரோ. இங்க வந்து நான் யார் டைப் மார்க்கிங் பண்றேன்னு பார்த்துக்கிட்டு
And we're underway again.
கடைசி நேரத்துல இதை மாத்தி
Portugal
விடுறாங்க.
carrying a 1-goal lead. And it's Neymar.
Oh, really well played.
He's being urged to shoot. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Ronaldo considers his options, looking to widen the gap even further here. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Could move up a gear here. Van Dijk cuts it out. Pedri, it's a really well measured ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Vinicius Junior. Oh, this looks sharp. Now, can they get him away? He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Portugal really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Grimaldo. Now he's off and running. Szoboszlai. And it's Neymar. Rice gets across and deals with it. Neymar. Looking for options for move. Great chance!
அவனே ஏஞ்சி வந்து கோல் அடிப்பான் போல. அது வரைக்கும் உட்காந்து நக்கிட்டே இருப்பான். இந்த லாக் இல்ல ப்ரோ, இது நெட்
He
லாக்.
is just caressing the ball.
ப்ரோ நான் லோல வச்சே அப்படி லாக் ஆகும்.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
அது உன்னோட ப்ராசர் ப்ரோ.
You had to keep away from the area. Not the
கிராபிக்ஸ்
best
கார்டு
way
இல்ல,
to do
அது
it.
உன்னோட சிஸ்டம் லாக் வேற. அது பத்தாம டிவிஷன்ல ஒரு லாக் போடுவாங்க.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Wonderful save by Vitor Baia.
நீ நேரா உள்ள விட்டுறான் போல இந்த பைத்தியம்.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
Roll! In he goes again.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Portugal have, after this, one further opportunity to make it. It's Neymar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They're up to 5 corners now. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Now who's going to be first to this? And this is Raul. Szoboszlai. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Lovely bit of skill. And they've got a throw.
வின் பண்ணு ப்ரோ, சூப்பர் சார் ட்ரை பண்றேன் ப்ரோ. அதான பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். விட்ட மாட்டான்ல. பிரச்சனை பாஸே போட முடியல ப்ரோ. ஒரே நிமிஷம் வரேன்.
Crosses it in. That's a decent clearance.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
நான் இதைத்தான் சொன்னேன், பெரிய டீம் உனக்கு ஆப்போனண்டா பெரிய டீம் வந்து அப்படியே நொறுக்குவானும், பாஸே போட முடியாது. மெஸ்ஸிலாம் வந்து நொறுக்குவான். அதான் இங்க சிரிப்பா இருக்கும்.
Now here's an interesting matchup. No, he's had it taken off him. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking to play him in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
எங்க பாஸ் போட்டாலும் அவங்கிட்டே
Into the last 5 minutes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he cuts out the supply. Messi, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. 4 added minutes on the board. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Kane. Ronaldo. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
சொன்னேன்ல
And there goes the final whistle.
அந்த ஒரு சின்ன
A
தப்பு
good
பண்ணேன்
watch, more
அவ்வளவுதான்
than a
முடிஞ்சு
good
போச்சு
watch actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective, it lacks a winner of course, but the
இதுக்கப்புறம்
crowd
கம்பேக்கே கொடுக்க
largely
முடியும்
satisfied. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப்லாம் ஸ்மார்ட்டஸ்ட் ஆன் பண்ணி விளையாடிச்சு பக்கி சரி ப்ரோ வீட்டில் கூப்பிட்றாங்க வந்து பாய் பாய் ப்ரோ என்னோட வைஃபை ஸ்பீடு எத்தனை எம்பிபிஎஸ் ப்ரோ
So welcome one and all to
என்னது
a
150
picturesque
mbps bro
evening here. A
150
clear night, all the
தூங்க போகிறேன் பாய்
ingredients
பாய்
for
ப்ரோ
a
தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார்
showcase
கமிங் ப்ரோ
game that the passionate crowd
ஜிஜி நல்ல
demands.
மேட்ச் இன்னைக்கு
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. Gets into some space. Bina. That's been cut out. Well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I really like the look of Clement Longley, Peter. The Frenchman, like a lot of his compatriots of the same generation, seem so good on the ball. Probably because he was a fullback, at least in his academy days. So good pace and covering, both very useful strengths.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bina. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. It's a goal kick. Gonzalez. Fermin gets a foot in here. Pedri. Isco. Now it's Mbappe. And no, he's seen through all of that. Longley did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Mbappe might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Mbappe could try cutting inside here. Isco. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Ball driven towards the far post. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bina. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Solid! And that's caused a worry or two. Vermin. Pedri.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Longley with a definite foul there. That is good strength. Isco. The ball's gone astray. That's a throw. It is a corner. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gonzalez. Bina. And it's Molina. That's very neat. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And here's Gonzalez. Solot is onto this. Molina. Half-time getting close now. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Has a look and plays it forward. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Lewandowski. They're urging him to shoot. Mbappe. He is just caressing the ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Portugal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Gonzalez. Nice looking ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Koundé. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Koundé. And it's Pedri. Chouameni. Looking for options for movement. Cross flung in towards the middle. Koundé can get it clear. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Lopez. Pedri is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
He gets big. Oh, it's hit the post. And he's heaved it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Sorloth. Can he get it through? Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Koundé. And it's gone back to the keeper. It's Camavinga. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Here comes the corner. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Portugal have the chance to go the other way. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. They've played it short. Now it's Biner. And across. Howson can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Pinches it off him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's a decent clearance. Requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
More and more pressure on the ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Isco.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Nice control. And he has been fouled there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Eder Militao with the clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Bojan. Showing good feet. And it's Koundé. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Koundé. Played back in. And this is it's Lewandowski! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0.
ఇది நான் 50 வரைக்கும் தான்டா பார்த்துருக்கேன். 80 வரைக்கும் கூட பார்த்துருக்கேன். 1200 322 ultimateteam அப்போ GG opponent bro. GG for you. Full pay to win squad. 1322 இவ்வளோ collective
Well, what a
strength நான்
sight this
பார்த்ததே
is. The
இல்லடா.
colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the people of Buenos Aires do their football like no other people. So different to anything else you will see anywhere else. There really is no imitating this. There is certainly no improving upon it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a sharp pass. He has found the way through. Oh, good claim by the keeper. Certainly earned his keep there. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gullit cuts out the pass. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Van Basten. And it's Nagatomo. And this goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Yeah.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in effect.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Manchester United presented with a golden opportunity here. This to make it 1-0. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Van Basten is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's in space and looking for options.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Donatoni. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's a lovely, neat pass. Crosses it in here. And he's taking no chances there. Rijkaard. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Beckenbauer. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Van Basten. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Good pressure, determined, intense. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nicely weighted ball.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Nagatomo just loves to go forward whenever he can. Zanetti clears. Taken back almost at once. Rijkaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Anthony.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now this could be a chance. And he's managed to get rid.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that good chance here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's been played through. Ibrahimovic. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got tall. Against the crossbar.
GG.
Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. And that has left him in a heap. Now that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic providing and the shot! Goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team,
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back on the way.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And back to the keeper. And here's Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they're quick to get it back. Luis Suarez is having a shot! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Takes a shot! Sticks it away! Just one
GG,
goal
bro.
in it now! Game on! That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of
Playing
interplay they've been working on in training. And it came off beautifully.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Howson. And that's going up front in a hurry. 60 minutes played. Howson. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Conte. Now it's Van Basten. Picked out brilliantly.
Already.
Corner then.
Already.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the finish! And he's heaved it away. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Van Basten. Donatoni. Van Basten has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. So there's going to be another change here. Rijkaard. Nagatomo. Batistuta. And it's Conte. Oh, this is a great position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckenbauer. Azar. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's a foul, no two ways about it.
தாங்கிட்டேன்.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. And it's Batistuta. And he's had a hit! Well read, and the danger is averted. Gattuso gets it clear. Neymar.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Batistuta. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Nagatomo. Oh, easy pickings there. Manchester United are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Plays a sharp little ball here. He rises! Oh, off the bar! And he's there to belt it away. But they've got it again.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And this is Torres. And they've got rid. Out of play for a throw.